Good morning, children. Today we are here with the last topic of the first chapter, number system, and that is rationalizing the denominator. So, first of all, we'll dig into the concept what exactly the fractional or the rational number is, and then we can understand the process like how to rationalize the denominator. So, rationalizing the denominator is when we move a root like a square root or cube root from the bottom of a fraction to the top. So when we get an irrational number in the denominator, like say here 1 by a square root of 2, we mainly get confused like how to convert this particular number into a rational number. That means a denominator into a rational number. So the bottom of a fraction is called the denominator, as you already know. Number like 2 and 3 are rational, but many roots such as a square root of 2 and a square root of 3 are irrational. Let us take an example here. 1 by a square root of 2, where 1 is the numerator and a square root of 2 is a denominator. To be in the simplest form, the denominator should not be irrational. Remember, it should not be in the irrational form. It should be rational. So we need to fix it. How to convert an irrational number into a rational number. So by making the denominator rational is called as rationalizing the denominator. So that becomes a process. So there is nothing wrong with an irrational denominator. It still works, but it is not simplest form, and so can cost you marks. You may lose your marks if you do not do that, and removing them may help you solve an equation, so you should learn how. Okay, so the first method is by multiplying both top and bottom by the root. So we are using an equivalent method which you have already done in your fraction part, like equivalent fractions. If you may remember, like if I have 1 by 2, what is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2? By multiplying and dividing the numerator and denominator by a non-zero number, like say 2 and 2. So we have the same non-zero number here. So the number we obtained is 2 by 4. This is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. So children, example is 1 by a square root of 2 has an irrational denominator. So let's fix it. 1 by a square root of 2. So we think of a number by which when multiplied the denominator, the result is a rational number. So we get a square root of 2 by a square root of 2. So the answer is a square root of 2 by 2, which is a rational number. The denominator becomes the rational and numerator is irrational. No matter whether the numerator is irrational, that is okay. But you need to make the denominator rational to make it in a standard form. The second method is multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate. What is the meaning of conjugate? The conjugate is nothing but when we separate two numbers with their opposite signs. Like there is another special way to move a square root from the bottom of a fraction to the top. We multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate is where we change the sign in the middle of two terms. For example, the expression is x squared minus 3. The conjugate will be x squared plus 3. The only thing which is happening here is changing the middle sign, that is minus becomes plus. Similarly here, a plus b cube, it becomes a minus b cube. The sign is changed in the middle. So it works because when we multiply something by its conjugate, we get squares like this. So this becomes the algebraic expression, the identity which you have already learned. A square minus b square gives you a plus b and a minus b. So here is how to do it. Let us take some examples here. The 1 by 3 minus a square root of 2. So what you'll do here, 1 by 3 minus a square root of 2. So multiplying and dividing by its conjugate. So 3, the middle sign is minus, becomes plus a square root of 2 by 3 plus a square root of 2. So numerator multiplies with numerator, 3 plus square root of 2, and the denominator becomes 3 minus a square root of 2 and 3 plus a square root of 2. So if you see here, in the denominator we get the format like this, a plus b and a minus b, which results into a square minus b square. So simply you can write like this, 3a square minus square root of 2a square. So 3 plus root 2, and then 3a square is 3 plus root 2, and then 3a square is 9, and minus 2 square is root 2 square is 2 only. So that gives you 7 in the denominator. So you achieved rational number in the denominator. So that is under the formula of a plus b into a minus b, which gives you a square minus b square in the denominator. Taking some other examples, let's say we have 2 upon square root of 5 minus square root of 4. So what the next process is, we need to multiply and divide the numerator and denominator by its conjugate of the denominator. Okay, square root of 5 minus square root of 4. So this becomes a square root of 5 plus a square root of 4 upon a square root of 5 plus a square root of 4. Now next is 2 multiplied by a square root of 5 plus a square root of 4 divided by square root of 5 minus a square root of 4, and then again a square root of 5 plus a square root of 4. So if you see here, this is a minus b and this becomes a plus b. So that is the formula, a square minus b square. Alright, so the next step is just multiply this. 2 into a square root of 5 will give you 2 a square root of 5 plus 2 a square root of 4. And this becomes a square minus b square. 2 a square root of 5 plus 2 a square root of 4 will give you 2, and this becomes 5 minus 4, and hence we have the answer as plus 4 upon 1. You can take the common term from here also, like 2 square root of 5 plus 2. This can also be the answer, or you can leave like this also. This also remains the answer. That's all from today class. You can practice some more problems based on rationalizing the denominator, and if you face any problem, we can meet in the virtual class. That's all from today. You all have a good day. Bye.